All right, before we move into our prayer time, I just want to give you a bit of an update from the board, just so everybody knows, keep everybody up to date with what's going on. So as you're aware that in January we started with a new board that was elected in for this year, and we had a board retreat a couple weeks ago where we talked about vision casting and roles and duties, responsibilities. Sounds exciting, I know, but it actually was. It was a good time, and we all learned a lot, so that was great. But I just want to give you an update, a bit of a financial update as to where things are at with the church right now. Back in November when we had our congregational meeting, we voted in the budget for this coming year, and one of the things that we said at that time is that when we set a budget for the coming year, one of the things that we are doing is we are committing to supporting this budget with our resources. And so just to give you an update of where things are at as far as that's concerned, we do send out the monthly updates in the email, but I just wanted to bring this to everyone's attention. Sitting where we're at right now, at the end of January, giving has been significantly lower than what our budget has been for not just January, but going back into the previous months from the past year, which means that at the end of January, moving into the month of February, we only have $2,000 in the bank account, in our general account, to pay our regular expenses and salaries and whatnot. And so last night we got together, the elders got together to talk about this, to pray about this, to find out, to just, seek God's direction and what His will is for us and how to deal with this and respond to this. And so the first thing we wanted to do is bring this to the congregation, because we as a congregation voted in a budget with our commitment to support it. And so when this was brought to Dwayne's attention, the first thing he said was, well, he has requested that his salary be rolled back to where he was at last year. So if you remember from our budget discussions, he was given an increase in salary for this year. He has requested that his salary be reduced to where he was at last year in order to bring down our monthly expenses a little bit. Also, effective immediately, he's asked that his education allowance be put on hold, which means he's going to have to break his book reading addiction. So we just wanted to bring that to your attention and just make sure everybody's aware of where things are at. We don't want anyone caught by surprise, but at the same time, we as a congregation, as a body of believers, we are called to give of our resources, our time and our energy, and the resources that God has blessed us with. And so we just wanted everyone to be aware of that. Next week, you saw the ad for the general meeting, or the annual general meeting coming up next week. So we'll go into a little bit more detail at that time as to where things are at and maybe some of the things that we can do going forward. But we just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention so that you're aware of where things are at right now.